Watch. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Peter.
How are you?
Oh, I'm terrific.
Are you looking forward? Are you looking forward to next week or next weekend, I should say?
No, I'm only worried about the next 3 or 4 days when I'm going up to Creswick.
Oh, okay.
I won't have to worry about anything else. But I've been having a good run. We spent some time up at Craig's Hut, had an anniversary dinner with friends from Poowong, had morning tea on the river at Jemison and lunch at Mount Buller. We had a restful time at the Pinnacle Valley Resort at Merrijig. So that wasn't bad.
I went horse riding from Merrijig once. That was the worst time of my life. I was so sore and stiff. I couldn't stand up for days afterwards, and all the hair on the inside of the legs was ripped out. Oh, never again.
And you smelt like a horse for about a month.
It was shocking. It really was. I'm guessing that you didn't do that, though. You didn't go.
No, I did not. I did not. And then on Friday, we whipped up to Bendigo and went to the Eagle Hawk Art and Craft Exhibition. It featured artwork of Vermont South artist David Williams. David specialises in capturing Victorian history. And so while I've been having a few days off, Neighbourhood Watch has been busy. Since I was last here in February, Neighbourhood Watch has been out on the warpath, out on the footpath. Late Feb, we delivered police notices to theft from houses hotspots around Whitehorse. Early March, a team delivered business kits to commercial premises in Whitehorse Road from Union Road down to Williams Road, Station Street, Blackburn. And these business kits are in English and Chinese. So we're learning to read in Chinese, we are.
How's that going? Slowly, I suspect.
The learning part, very slow. But some are very appreciative of having all of that info in their own language.
That's terrific, yeah.
All up, we've done about 60 hours of walking, delivering these important messages from our local police. And sometimes we're asked, do you get any benefit? What we do know is, from the local police detail, shows it works in keeping our crime levels below Melbourne average.
That's very good, yeah. That's a pleasing result, isn't it?
And our next activity is Thursday the 14th of April, and we'll be visiting another hotspot that's reappeared, or maybe 3 or 4 hotspots, depending on what's appeared on the local police data.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And the other upside to this, of course, is that the walking is good for you.
Yes, but even the coffee afterwards is better.
Is even better.
Yes. And then in April, Saturday the 16th of April, and this is important, at Bunnings, Box Hill South, 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock, come and have your number plate screws refixed with anti-theft screws. Number plate theft and and crime of that sort and petrol drive-offs is rampant. And I think from the records over the last 12 months, theft of number plates is up something like 18%.
Not surprised.
Yeah, so it's running hot. And we just asked for gold coin donation to help cover our costs.
That really is a very, very good scheme that you guys have undertaken, I think, and it's obviously been very successful as well. I was wondering, though, the other day, I thought about this, oddly enough, and it occurred to me because I was going into Bunnings in Middleborough Road, and I thought about it, and it had me wondering, when did you start Safe Plate Day? How long ago? Any ideas? That's a question without notice. Have to be a
10
while
years
now.
about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon we've been talking about it for at least that long on this program.
With under Graham Helder.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrific. Well done.
We know, I think it's about 15 years, the way my back won't bend anymore. Anyway, something I noticed and I've never mentioned, in Street Watch, in the local Whitehorse Leader, it comes up about page 7 or page 9. I think the Leader is out on Mondays of each week. It gives you brief detail of what's happening around Whitehorse and also what car parks and rail crossing closures are on, particularly at the moment at Heatherdale and Blackburn.
Okay.
Both of those stations are having their railway lines put underground or overground or whatever.
Somewhere, yeah.
Big changes. And I know at Blackburn the railway crossing was closed all weekend. And one guy's there, he's abusing them left, right and centre. Well, not going to change.
It's not going to change, and it's got to be done, and it's being done for a very good reason.
Yes.
It's like people complaining all over the place about the Westgate Bridge, adding the lane to there and the Bowling Bridge. Well, sorry, folks, it's going to improve things down the track a little. A bit of short-term pain for some long-term gain. I don't understand the mentality.
Although I wonder whether we should be building another crossing. Of the waterway.
That's another option, of course. Yeah.
And that's going to have to come too. Let's grab it now. All right? So that's something that people can particularly monitor. And I find that they usually have what road blockages there are or car park closures there are to keep you up informed, as long as you can remember by the weekend. Our police reports for Neighbourhood Watch are in Whitehorse e-News, and I guess you might have got a copy.
I did
now,
indeed.
Peter, yep.
Yes.
They're emailed out in the middle of the month, and you can get them, order a copy of that by email to whitehorse@neighbourhoodwatch.com.au or phone 0418596831. And the full detail of the weekly reports is on our website at www.nhw.com.au/Whitehorse. One day I'll remember that, but not yet.
No.
A quick summary of the reports over the last month. Burglaries are steady. Theft for motor vehicles down slightly. Theft for motor vehicles are steady. And theft of number plates increased, even from driveways and carports.
Oh, weird.
If you want number plates, they're not fussy.
No.
And police ask, lock your homes, lock your vehicles, put away your tools out the front. And if you're suspicious, phone 000 if you see anything happening around you. They'd much prefer to come and visit something that's before it happens.
Yes.
A couple of months ago, Peter, Vince Joyce came in and spoke to us about the register for the
remember
oldies,
that.
the community support register.
Yes, that was great.
And our special thanks to you people for your community support announcement that has been announced on 3WBC 94.1 by your other presenters.
Thank you. That's what we're here for.
And again, remind people, if they're interested, please give the support register a call at 8892 3385 or email the community register at gmail.com. And all these numbers and web addresses I'm giving you, they are all on our website. Just go to Neighbourhood Watch. Now, something we've been trying, this is difficult to get, Whitehorse Community Meeting. We try to have one of these yearly, and this year will be Wednesday the 7th of September at 7:30 p.m. at the Avenue Church, Fellowship Hall, corner of Blackburn Road and the Avenue Blackburn. I know I've said that, Wednesday the 7th of September at 7:30, and the speaker will be His Honour, Michael Strong, President of Neighbourhood Watch Victoria. He's a former judge and a very good friend of the current police chief.
Excellent.
Chief
That'll
Commissioner.
Be interesting night.
And we plan to present 30-year service awards to a number of Whitehorse volunteers. That's a long time to be delivering Neighbourhood Watch letters.
My word it is. Are you in the frame for anything like that yourself, right?
I have difficulty counting over 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a modest man, aren't you? Hey?
I can get to 20 if I count my toes.
Well done.
That's very high tech. Next month when I come in, I'm going to bring along a guest who coordinates our Neighbourhood Watch in schools, Graham Hansen. But what I wanted to share was we received an email the other day. Graham did, and he passed it on. And it's a note to Beck, who is you met Beck Millen?
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, the police chief. And this young teacher, a leading teacher in technologies coordinator. Dear Beck, I just wanted to let you know how much we all appreciated your time today. You have a lovely way of presenting to the children, and your setup is amazing. Can you pass on our thanks to Graham and Carol, as their assistance made all 3 sessions run smoothly? and we appreciate the help they gave to the students. It is also important for students to see volunteers working in our community. Thank you and best wishes for a good year ahead. Regards, Kim. And from my point of view, my special thanks to leading Senior Constable Beck Millen for her leadership in this program, and to Graham Hanson, the Neighbourhood Watch coordinator of this program, and to the number of volunteers who support the day. And without their work, we just would not be able to get into schools and start to plant the seed about caring for people.
Excellent.
And next month, as I mentioned, Graham will be my guest to talk to your listeners about work in Neighbourhood Watch in the schools.
Excellent. Look forward to that.
I've told you all the things that are good that are going to happen, Peter. Here's the bad news. I guess we've heard it on the radio, we've read it in the paper. The figures for December 2014 to 15, figures released by the Crime Statistics Agency, commonly called the CSA. Assault and related offences up 4.2. And I won't go through all of them, but every one of them's up. Burglary,
they are
theft,
quite considerably, some of them,
drug
aren't they?
dealing, drug use and possession. I would have thought drug dealing and trafficking and drug use and possession, they all would have been much the same. But anyway, they're all nearly up to 20%, both of them. Disorderly behaviour, it's down 14%.
Isn't that interesting?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought you and I would have been in trouble when we go to the footy.
Well, no, obviously not, no.
No.
Keep my head down these days.
What did surprise me, juvenile offenders are increasingly falling under the spell of the life of crime. More than half arrested in the last year have committed at least 3 crimes altogether. And this is young people. And almost 1 in 5 have committed at least 10 crimes. Young criminals particularly figure in thefts of and from vehicles. 9 in 10 were re-offenders. Some were trying 200 car doors at night. That is, they walk along the street, lift the door handle, and if the door opens, bingo, we've hit the jackpot.
What have we got?
Yeah, what have we got? Chief Commissioner Graham Ashton said there was a great theft auto generation in Victoria. They are playing out and living as action heroes in our street, he said. And I think I've got to say my piece. It's all these games that they can buy.
Doesn't help.
Go around, ripping your arm off and ripping doors off and all that. Well, they want a bit of the action.
That's right.
Burglaries and theft have soared in Victoria, sparked by the rise in youth crime, led by what police have dubbed the Grand Theft Auto generation. Theft was a major contributor to the increase, with an 11% rise in offences in the year of to December 15. Drug dealing and trafficking up nearly 20%, and the possession rose to 16.5. Stealing from motor vehicles was highlighted as a key factor in soaring number of thefts, with 22.6% increase.
Gosh, that's extreme.
And as a result, the theft of number plates that I've already mentioned, 18.2%. Police have highlighted the boom in vehicular theft, particularly attributed to the spate of aggravated burglaries, where offenders break into the house and target car keys. Yeah. Now, how many leave their keys sitting on the bench or on the hook at the back door or thereabouts?
That's right.
I know a house that does that. Time's running out. Have I left you any messages, any contact points? Perhaps one I ought to repeat. Forest Hill Police Station, I think it's been operating a good 6 or 8 months. Their phone number, 8847 3600. Crime Stoppers, 1800 333 000. Peter, our time is running out, and what I need to remind you, I'm going to be here next month, and I'm going to bring along Graham Hanson, who's our coordinator of Neighbourhood Watch in schools.
Look forward to that.
And so, until then, you take care.
I shall, thank you.
And I'm negotiating with Mr. Elder
to
come in to tell us about the State Board.
That'll be terrific.
June, I think, is his time. And the Police Chief, Beck Millen, from
Yes.
over at Box Hill.
Yep.
She's coming in July.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Excellent. Look forward to seeing
So
her as
we're
well.
about it.
That's terrific.
We've used up all our time. Thank you, Peter, for having me.
Thank you.
And I will see you with Graham next month.
Look forward to that.
And
Ray
I think
Summers.
that's Monday the 18th.
Looking forward to it already. Thank you, Ray. Ray Summers from Neighbourhood Watch. A great pleasure to have you in the studio again. I'll see you then. He's got
Right.
one more thing to say.
All the
I
best.
can tell.
All the best with the footy.
Oh, you had to bring that up, didn't you? Thanks, mate. You too. See you later.
Thank you, Graham.